Here at Nomads Nation, I have reviewed hundreds upon hundreds of backpacks. And the number one question I get asked all the time is, Aaron, what backpacks do you use? Or Aaron, what's your favorite backpacks? And I've never actually officially made an announcement about that until today. These are my personal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 favorite backpacks. Ultimately, I wanted to pick 7 bags that I actually use, but that also fit different use cases. We'll notice that we start at the smallest and work our way around 5 liters at a time up to the largest. Some of these bags are new bags. For instance, the first one I'm about to talk about, I just got it 2 weeks ago and it just catapulted itself to the list. Other bags, like the last bag on this list, has been my go-to long-term travel backpack for 4 years now. But if you guys like this content, please let me know in the comments so then we can do updated versions of this video in the future as well. And also, I really want to hear, what are your favorite bags? Give me your list. I'm about to give you my list, but before you leave this video, I want you to comment below telling me your list, from the slings to the small backpacks, large backpacks, everything in between, whatever you're carrying. I think it'd be really cool if everyone comments below and we can just sort of have like a cool list and see what everyone's carrying and get some cool recommendations. So let me know below. Okay, let's get into it. First up is the Black Ember TKS. And like I said, this is absolutely the newest addition to Aaron's favorite bags list. Because to be honest, the Aer City Sling 2 was my go-to sling for years. And when I was preparing for this video for the past few months, I was like, obviously the Aer City Sling 2 is going to be my number 1 sling, but it has been surpassed. And I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry, Aer City Sling 2. You're still my number 2, but this TKS has got it going on. The TKS stands for Tech Kit Sling because in essence, it's a sling where the straps can stow away and transform into a tech kit. Love the next level Cordura materials on the exterior, Y.K.A. zips. We've got a front compartment here, which I use to hold my wallet and my keys. But the big thing that distinguishes the TKS for me from other slings and why I like it so much is this right here, which is the built-in tech compartment. I love the organization. I love the feel. I love the bold design choice, and it just works for me because with me and my sling, I just carry around a few small things. I carry like basically all this stuff. This is like my essentials, right? Wait, one more thing. Boom, that's my essentials, right? And this sling just helps me organize those essentials and I can carry it around and it's light and it's cool and it's fun and it's just been a great experience over the past few weeks. And I suspect this will be my number 1 sling for the foreseeable future. Some quick pros and cons. I'm obviously a huge fan of the tech kit. I love all the materials in this sling, whether it's the mesh or the Y.K.A. zips or the external material. And pro number 3 is the magnetic keyring solution is quite functional and satisfying to use. But on the cons, this material can be a bit of a hair magnet. The tech kit does compromise the amount of space in the main compartment. And I don't really ever use it as a tech kit. I don't really ever stow away the straps. Maybe one day I will, but I haven't really yet. For a more detailed look at the Black Ember TKS, take a look in the description below, and you'll find a link to our full review. Next up on the list is the Aer Tech Sling 2, or otherwise known as Aaron's favorite bag of all time. It's not even a competition. Why, you might ask? Well, really it starts with the carry options. How you can go briefcase, messenger, sling, or my personal favorite, the one-strap backpack. And because of its shape, size, and overall design, it's a very comfortable wear. Now, I don't use this all the time, but I only use this really when I need my laptop. And that's why I love it so much, is it's a light, simple, fun way to have like a work day. Laptop in here, all my other gear organized in this multitude of pockets in the main compartment. Charger, mouse, Bluetooth keyboard, notebook, pens, and then a quick access pocket right on top. It also should be noted that in terms of consistency and overall vibe of the brand, I do find that Aer is probably my favorite backpack company out there. Just overall, I don't always wear all their products and sometimes it's a little too black and urban for me, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Aer. Pros and cons. I love this wrinkly look of the exterior material. It's sort of hipster and fun, but it also serves a functional purpose as to where it helps expand the main compartment so you can fit more stuff. The comfort of this shoulder strap is next level. Look at that mesh. It's just really comfortable, which is nice if you got like laptop and charger in there. It can, be a little heavy. And pro number 3, which should be pro number 1, is just all the different ways that you can obviously carry it. It's just magical. But I got some cons. Con number 1 is that when you're wearing this in sling mode, you got this buckle right here and it can get a little squeaky sometimes, which is annoying, but I'm usually wearing headphones so I don't notice it. But when the headphones are off, I'm like, what is that? Oh, that's right, it's you. And con number 2 is that while it's taken up a lot of real estate, it's actually really tight in terms of what it can fit. It's only 8 liters, and even then it feels maybe a little bit less than that. So just sort of something to be aware of. To learn more about the Aer Tech Sling 2, A.K.A. Aaron's favorite bag of all time, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Okay, bag number 3 is the A.K.A. 13 Daybag. This is a super small and compact 13-liter daily backpack that I'm a huge fan of for a multitude of reasons. I love the design. It's like quirky urban, not too hikey, unlike the A.K.A, which one, Margaret? The Daybreaker. It's got a little more of a hiker vibe, but this one is like quirky urban and I dig that. I love the quick access of this front pocket right here, right? How it sort of cuts a little diagonally, easy to access while you're still wearing the bag. Really comfortable shoulder straps with a really nice breathable mesh. Hidden back pocket as well for quick access right there. And a main compartment that can fit more than it looks like because of this sort of like cone shape. Like it's got like a belly, like it's got a little bit of a beer belly going on. And that means that your clunkier bits of gear fall to the bottom, which can be annoying to grab things sometimes, but it means that you can fit more than it looks like it can fit. Some pros and some cons. Pro number 1 is the quick access pockets. Pro number 2 is gonna be the amazing materials. Whether it's this ripstop like X-Pack material, the same cloth that they use on sailcloths, or these beautiful gray materials that just feel so nice and are durable, just top-notch materials. And pro number 3 is the versatility. Usually this is the bag that I'll take for me when I'm going on a hike, but I also use it often for those days when I just wanna go work at the coffee shop. I got a laptop compartment, a notebook compartment, plenty of space for all my tech gear, so it's just really versatile in what it can carry. To learn more about the A.K.A. 13 Daybag, take a look in the description. You'll find a link to the full review. Next up on the list, number 4 is the modern Dayfarer backpack, which, like official announcement, it's kind of my choice for my favorite everyday carry. You are my EDC. Here's why. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not actually crazy about the look. This backpack is a functional masterpiece. Incredibly comfortable to wear, great ventilation on the back panel, easy access to the main compartment, and like an interesting boxy clamshell opening, plenty of organization, but most importantly for me, I'm lazy. I do not like to take my bag off when I need something, so I want ways to grab my gear without ever taking the pack off, and that's what this pack provides. For instance, we've got this entire side panel right here, right? Keys, pocket, pocket. Never have to take the pack off, swing it over, everything I need es aquí. Same thing can also be said for the pocket in the front right here. Never have to take the pack off. And you've also got a third hidden pocket right here, perfect for the wallet. And there's even a little cute, adorable little quick access pocket right here on the shoulder strap. I never used it, but one day I would like to. Pros and cons. Pro number 1, obviously the next level quick access. I don't think I've reviewed a bag that has this many quick access touch points as the modern Dayfarer backpack. Pro number 2 is fantastic materials, whether it's the Fidlock magnet, the Cordura ballistic nylon on the outside, or the Cordura fabric on the inside. It's just top-notch materials on this thing. And pro number 3 is that for being as bulky and boxy as it is, it's a really comfortable wear. But I do have some cons with the modern Dayfarer backpack. You are not my perfect EDC. Here's why. Reason number 1, doesn't stand up by itself. I really wish that it did. And that kind of ties into reason number 2, is there's a shoe compartment on the bottom, which I never use, ever. I wish that they would chop this, make it flat, stand up by itself. You'd be closer to being my soulmate. And con number 2 is like I'm not crazy about the shape. I like it. It's very masculine, it's very urban, it's very cool. It wouldn't probably be my first choice, like the sort of boxiness, but I guess that you take the bad with the good, right? There's so many functional aspects to this bag as to where I don't give a shit what it looks like. It's just fun to use. To learn more about the modern Dayfarer backpack, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Hey, also real fast, if you're here, it probably means that you love backpacks and you should definitely join our newsletter and follow us on social media. And you can find both links in the description below. Back to my favorite bags. Next up on the list is the Boundary Supply Errant Duffel. Now I want to be clear, this is easily the bag that I use the least on this list, but it still serves a very special function and has a very special place in my heart and my life. Because although this bag is 35 liters, which is a great size for traveling, and that's what it's advertised as, I never use it for that. This is I'm going hiking or taking a day at the beach and I got a ton of stuff to bring bag. Maybe me and the wife are doing a picnic at the beach, right? We've got a cooler, towels, blankets, a volleyball, right? Or like maybe we're going camping or something. We got like a tent and all that stuff. That's when I use this guy. And the reason is it's very versatile. It can be carried as a backpack to Duffel 1 to Duffel 2. Really durable X-Pack materials. You have an external carry option right here. Good outside access. And then as you can see, just an absolute freaking canyon of a main compartment. It's a throw all. I don't need to organize. I just need to throw it in there and go to the beach and have fun and get drunk. Let's talk about some pros and some cons of the Boundary Supply Errant Duffel. Pro number one, next level materials, whether it's the Fidlock magnetic buckles or the Cordura materials or the Woojin hardware, Boundary Supply just left no stone unturned. Pro number two is gonna be the durability. Like it looks good in the city, but like I take this outdoors a lot and like I've taken it to the beach and on hikes and stuff and it's just tough. And pro number three, I'm a huge fan of the color of the material in the main compartment. When I just have all my stuff in there, this helps to create a highlight effect, which makes it easier to find what gear I'm looking for. But I got some cons, here they are. Con number one is I don't think it's like a super comfortable experience. Like it's versatile. You can do backpack or duffel mode 1 handle or duffel mode 2 across the shoulder, but none excel. And con number two is that I wish that the duffel mode shoulder strap had some sort of padding, just a basic nylon piece of material. It's a nice nylon material, but I wish there was a little something right there. So when this guy's really packed out, it's just a more comfortable wearing experience. To learn more about the Boundary Supply Errant Duffel, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Next up on the list is the Minaal Carry-On 3.0. Should be noted, this is actually the 2.0. I couldn't find the 3.0. We got so many bags, it's somewhere. But they're pretty close. And this is the bag that I use for one bag travel or adventure travel. And Minaal is great because of the versatility, because it's kind of like a digital nomad like workspace with all this laptop and tech compartment and documents holders. So like it's great for business, but also like it's just got that durable, rugged look. And that's why I chose this backpack to join me for 2 weeks motorbiking through the north of Vietnam. The greatest trip of my life. Because of that, this bag and I have a very emotional attachment to one another. The Minaal Carry-On is a backpack, but you can also use this little cover right here to stow away the shoulder straps and the hip belt. So it's a more streamlined travel experience. And it's really minimalist, hence the name Minaal, minimalist. Lockable zips, and a really nice clamshell style opening with a little bit of organization inside. Pros and cons. Pro number one is I love the portable digital nomad desk. Pro number two is I actually really love Minaal's look. Its branding, the whole thing is just much more in line with my personality. And it's rare for me to like a look of a backpack, and this kind of nails it for me. And pro number three is just that versatility. It can be a business backpack or a motorcycle backpack and everything in between. But I got some serious cons on this bag as well. Con number one, I actually think it's a little overpriced. I think that the price point should be lower than it is for what you're getting. Con number two is the water bottle holder is just sort of an average experience. The 3.0 improved upon the water bottle holder ever so slightly, but it's still not the best. And con number three is while I like the lightness of the shoulder straps, I don't find them to be the most comfortable. Maybe a little bit more padding would have been appreciated. To learn more about the Minaal Carry-On 3.0, description, link down there, check it out. And finally, the last backpack on Aaron's favorite bags list is the Tortuga Outbreaker. And this is my long-term travel pack. And out of all the bags on this list, this guy has been on my list for the longest. We've been around the world together. This bag is big and it's kind of heavy and bulky, but that's the point in some ways. See, if I'm doing some speed traveling, some one bag in, 30 to 35 liters, seamless, just sort of like that's what these guys are for. But if I'm doing the digital nomad thing, I got a ton of tech gear. This is what transports everything. The X-Pack material is super durable, and this tech compartment, this whole thing, oh, it's like a little miracle, isn't it? It's like a big miracle. I mean, the padding is amazing. Furry material is so satisfying. This ripstop nylon is great. And look at all this organization. You know, this is all my tech stuff that goes in here. I got my speaker, I got my chargers, I got my wires. It's just sort of my tech, everything. And because of the gargantuan size of this backpack, it can fit basically everything that I needed to fit. Also, I'm a huge fan of this little compartment right here. It's just a great area to organize your smaller bits of gear, pens, notebook, keys, so on and so on. And one last point about this bag that I want to highlight is the comfort. With all that weight that you're carrying, it's gonna really, weigh down on your back. And Tortuga, I mean, look at the chunky padding of these waist straps. Margaret, feel that. It's like a pillow, you can sleep on it. Yeah. And that's also extended to the back panel right here. You can see, I mean, look at the thickness, how chunky all this is and the ventilation that it provides. It's just an incredibly comfortable experience. And like I said, for that type of travel, for me, just taking a big ass box and putting all my most important stuff in it, because I'm gonna stay somewhere longer term, it doesn't get better than this. Let's talk pros and cons. Pro number one for me is gonna be the comfort. Pro number two is I love this creamy interior, both from like a feel and just a look. And pro number three is that even though while the main compartment is minimalist, there's still some organization, clothes, socks, underwear, towel, good to go. Here though are my cons. It's heavy. There's no way around it, but it's like almost 5 pounds. That's heavy. These zipper pulls are not my favorite. This is a very old version of the Outbreaker, so I have no idea if they've changed these. Tortuga, if you're watching this, send me the new version. I'd love to test it out. But in the meantime, I hate these zipper pulls. They're quite painful, they're clunky, they're plasticky, they just suck. And con number three is that the water bottle holders for a backpack this big, they're a little tight. I can't really get like a big water bottle in there. To learn more about the Tortuga Outbreaker, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. I quite enjoyed that. But you know what would make it even better? I wanna know your list. What are your go-to bags? When I was going through all of them, I realized that 7 was kind of a sweet spot for me. I could have put 8 or 9, I could have cut it down to 5, but whatever your sweet spot is, like, give me your list. I want it from sling to small backpack to medium size to travel bag and everything in between. Or maybe you just have like 1 or 2 bags on your list. Whatever it is, I wanna know what your favorite bags are. I think the comments are gonna be pretty cool. Everyone can see what everyone's carrying. We can look for new recommendations. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon.